Hello. I've been wanting to make this review for a while now because this game has meant a lot to me in the past. It is the reason why I started gaming in the first place and why I switched to PC. Now, I'm leaving this review because when you leave one on Steam, like I have right here, no one really views it, nobody really cares. Now, I am somebody who has spent thousands of hours. This is just Warhammer 3. I spent thousands of hours playing this game series. And it is just sad to see what has come of it. Because the developers, Creative Assembly in specific, are trying to pull a one over and ditch the game. I'm saying this very loosely. They're still trying to suckle some money out of the people who still have hopes for the game. And there has been a lot of controversy in the past because they release DLCs every few months. They used to release them pretty well thought out and, worth the money that they want to charge. They have gone from whole new factions, such as Wood Elves, and even having an entire campaign based around the Wood Elves. To just not giving a crap. For example, they released the Shadows of Change DLC, which I will show you right here. So this is the Shadow of Change DLC they released. Everybody was mainly picking it up because this was a new Tzeentch character right here. Now I still have a campaign for Mother of Stankia right here in the middle. Now, I will show you what I am talking about when I bring it up. So this campaign was about almost 2 years ago, I would assume, from my recollection at least. They have released a few DLCs since then. This hopefully should be a quick video, unless my game decides to take 5 minutes to load the campaigns and stuff. Okay. So, first things first, when they first released this DLC, without, I don't know, maybe they just don't have common sense or something, but this lady who starts on the other side of the entire map, like, she ran away from home. She's not with the rest of her faction. Okay, that's the first thing. So, they still gave her access to the Kislevites, which is her race. Her faction is a Kislev. Like these people. This is a Kislev faction. They're all the way over here on the other side of the map. So, I guess they just gave her the full access to the units, the Kislev units, that she shouldn't have access to. It took them another update to put them in and fix it. So now where you go in here and try building the Kislev buildings, she doesn't have access to it. But the thing is they should have done this in the first place. I understand though why they have people testing, like they specifically have YouTubers test this stuff out before it's released. Which I'm not sure how there's so many problems when every single DLC is released. It just doesn't make any sense to me. In the past, when these factions were released, they had months and months to plan, and the entire time they acted like there was no sort of content for them to be making, like they were struggling. I'll get back on that in a few minutes. But with this faction right here, there's another problem that still has yet to be fixed. Okay. So this main faction leader, she's a witch. This entire faction is based off of hexes. Right here. Hexes. And making hexes. So, with Mother of Stankia, you can recruit hag witches, which is basically like a hero version of the Lord. Now, with every single faction there is, you're able to recruit a hero version. Not exactly, but you could recruit a hero version of the Lords. So right here you have a Kislev Lord. That is basically a hero version of another Kislev Lord faction. So there's another Kislev Legendary Lord that's a melee attacker. And you can recruit right here. You go into the research tree. You can recruit Ice and Witch Lords. Ice Witch Lords. Okay. Now, Katarina, there's a lady over here, the Legendary Lord. Okay, now she's an Ice Witch. So you can recruit Lord and Hero versions of her as well. Now when it comes to this Lord right here, this Legendary Lord, you can't recruit a Hag Witch Lord. It's not possible. They have not implemented that into the game. And it has been a topic that I've seen talked about on other YouTubers' videos, and it's just like a common thing, you know? How is she able to recruit Kislev Lords when she can't recruit Kislev units? How is that possible? It doesn't add up. There's no 1 + 1 = 2 situation with that. Why does she still have access to these Legendary Lords? I mean, not Legendary Lords, but, you know, regular Lords. So that's the first thing. I'll go back to my main menu. So right here, what I was talking about. Okay. Go find Kislev. See, Ice Witch Lord, right here. A melee Legendary Lord. This is another melee priest. And you see, this is the Hack Witch. See, she's based off of magic. And the beasts, as you see. And she boosts spiders and that sort of thing. And as you can see, I loaded up that game with a mod active because I don't find it fun anymore to play without any mods. This game cannot hold my attention for more than 5 minutes now without having something to change it. Now, this is where I bring up the topic about mods. Okay, so there are mods in the workshop. Like, I will show you right here. Mod Manager. I have a ton of different mods here. There is a mod here that completely overhauls the entire game. I can't really click on... There we go. They removed all the links for some reason. But it's a complete change to the game. Here, I'll go ahead and enable it right now and we could see the difference. So I could prove it to you. I think my game just crashed. Maybe the mod wasn't up to date yet. Well, that was my bad. But every time they release a DLC or some little patch, as you see here, they have to update all the mods too. So that is why I wasn't able to play that mod, is because they released an update right here, not even 7 days ago, and there's a hotfix and another hotfix. Keep in mind that they give access to YouTubers like a week, I don't even know, but they give YouTubers access to play these characters beforehand. You see right here, it happens every time. Look at another hotfix, another hotfix. Like, it's just sad to see the game going into a state like this. Now, another topic is why I'm making this in the first place. Why am I making a YouTube video as a review? Well, I want to bring attention to someone who has played this game and like had the life start on this game. I've been playing the Warhammer universe since I was like 13 years old. As a matter of fact, I got my laptop when I was 13, and I started playing Warhammer 2 when I was 13 years old. Now I am 24. So, they're trying to stop supporting this game. They keep trying to make flops. Like this game right here. Where is... Right here. See, I bought this game for like $60. $60. That's it. They only did two. They basically released the game and just stopped supporting it immediately. It flopped. Now, what angers me about this is not the fact that they're trying to find their next nest egg, because Warhammer 3 can't go on forever. But the fact that in Warhammer 3, when they were trying to release a new game, they were talking about how they were stopping supporting it. It was all over social media. I can't scroll down that far to find it because this game right here was released 4 years ago. But while they're trying to fixate on their next video game, their content died down a lot for this game. And you could find the changes if you were to play it and do your own research. But they just stopped caring about their DLCs and trying to find good, engaging content. Because it's not engaging for me anymore. See if I can scroll down far enough so I could show you if it's even still down here. Yeah, I'm not scrolling down that far. But right here, I have it open in my other tab. The developers of the game have to apologize for releasing this game right here. Total War Warhammer. Now, they asked for me to rate this game, and I kind of just blew up and I had like a long essay I sent to them by accident. I know they're probably not even going to read it in the first place, but I just feel betrayed. Like, they tried releasing Total War Warhammer, a game that no one asked for. Yeah, I'll just search in Pharaoh. This game was $60 at release. They already dropped it down to 40. That's how bad the game was doing. This is the second flop. Okay, now a big thing is nobody asked for that game. Nobody asked for it. It was completely out of the blue. My YouTubers that I watch did a poll on YouTube asking who was going to play it, who was going to watch it, and a vast majority of people did not give a crap. Now, I'm just trying to state a fact here. Nobody asked for it. Why are they trying? Why? They had a game here about 4 years ago that had people's attention. And they are acting like there's no more content left for the game when they were doing it. That they were struggling to make DLCs and as well as pricing issues for the DLCs. So they released these other DLCs that were absolute garbage, like the Shadows of Change DLC, that still isn't even up to date because they didn't bother going back in the past after they had a renewal of faith after apologizing for missteps in Warhammer 3 DLC right here. Yeah, that if a developer has to go about doing this, they've really messed up. And it has been a whole entire year since this apology's been released. So they release an apology will become better value. They did not go back in the past and fix anything they have done in the past while they were focusing their attention on making other video games that nobody has asked for. There are still so many characters that they released because they were busy focusing on making games no one's asked for and flopping them. Like this game right here that I've wasted my money on. And like as you can see here, end of activity. They've done two things. This game is a waste of my money. Because nobody liked it, nobody played it when it came out, and so they just ditched it immediately. Now there might be some people who play these games and find it fun. Now that's all the more power to you. But this is how I feel about Warhammer and where it's going and where it currently is. Now after I'm done making this video, I'm going to uninstall this game because I'm done playing it. I'm done wasting my time. They released this new DLC right here. Omens of Destruction. I'm not even buying it. It was a waste of my money. Now, in the past, I was that person who bought every single DLC and was loyal to this consumer. No, not to this consumer, but to this company. I supported them through all the missteps that they took. They even got review bombed at one point because they were... Yeah, see, all reviews are mostly positive now. Let's just go and see. Right here. See, here's another person just like me. Nobody, look, not even a thumbs up or anything. Like, someone else who literally is just like me. So you can see like as someone trying to explain it, this is the best way I can put it. From someone else's point of view, it's just they're trying to ditch the game. And another fact about it is they keep trying to release half-baked DLC at full price or even upping the price because they're having pricing issues with all the DLC they're releasing, saying that it's too cheap or whatever, and here they had to apologize for it because they were releasing absolute crap for the price of a present. And the fact that, I'm going to go back to it now, that there is a free mod. A free mod. The SFO Grimhammer I was just about to load up completely overhauls the entire game. Completely. I'm not even joking about that. Completely overhauls it. They changed everything. Even the buildings. And I mean everything. Now, how are they trying to ditch the game because they're running out of content to it when there are modders that get paid nothing to make the mods and release it for other people to play? Right here, most subscribed. Right here. All these people, they get paid for, like, right here. It's such a good mod. Right here, you can see that people were, like, it's pretty popular. I would not be able to play this game without mods. Keep in fact that they weren't paid any money to release that. Not as far as I know. It's just I can't understand the fact that they are trying to ditch the game. They've done it twice now. They've released these little flops that are just money grabbers and ditching it. And when consumers have to all band together to review bomb your freaking game so you could finally understand what's going on, because there was a time about when they had to apologize for all this stuff last year, December 2023. They had a creative director that wasn't paying attention to anything ever. So we had to all band together and review bomb the game. We had to all band together to not purchase the DLC. So we tried to dry them out and suffocate them because these people who are like in charge of making this game and get paid for it don't actually care. There's YouTubers making statements. There's just so much stuff going on for so long until they went ahead and started working on a game that nobody asked for. I still don't understand. And they pulled their development team to make another game and kept releasing half-baked DLCs because their development team was busy making other games. That's the only way I could understand it, is how these DLC characters keep coming out and aren't even interesting or attractive anymore to anybody. As you can see, like Chaos Dwarves, it's just sad. Look at this one right here, the one I was just talking about. This DLC, you can see overall user reviews mostly negative. Mixed, Champions of Chaos. Mixed, Chaos Dwarves. You can see right about here is when people started changing their mind and being loyal to this creative assembly again. Now, I've done this 3 times now to where I go back, but I'm done. It's just like when your girlfriend were to cheat on you and try leaving you for another man, and she comes back and realizes what she forgot, what she lost, and you go and accept it, and you take her back. Now, this game is basically the same thing for me, and I've accepted their apology, and I believe their truth that they told that they were gonna, you know, um, right here, that it will become a better value and players will. I'm done believing these people. I am done trying to keep alive what I've had in the past because this game used to be my heart. I used to play this game every single day for so long. But it is dying. These people are just trying to milk the last little bit they can from it. Even though, for some reason, somehow, modders are able to release more content than them somehow. In the past, they did, anyways. Back in this era right here when everybody was review bombing because they weren't paying attention. Look, see, released August 31st, 2023. Released August 23rd, 2022. Released April 13th, 2023. It's just like they haven't went back to give us any more content that we already paid for. Now, I am not doing that anymore. I am not buying any more content from them. They apologized, but I'm not going to accept it. I'm done being lied to and betrayed because these people release these DLCs for so much money for like a biscuit. In my terms, anyways. See, I have 50 DLC. I was loyal. I was one of those people that were stupid and bought these DLCs even when it was getting review bombed. But I'm done. There's no more trying to save it. I'm putting my life better towards better things. This person said it better than I even tried to. These Creative Assembly just killed it. They killed my love for the game. They killed my addiction for the game by trying to milk the money from me for literal scraps. And all these DLC they were released. There were tons of issues, tons. And I don't understand the fact that they keep releasing all these DLC and there's always problems with every single one of them. I just I'm sad to see that fact that I've just lost it. I wish I could just go down and there's so much crap. See all these hotfixes. Just I mean, at least they're fixing their game, but I just wish that they'd stop trying to ditch it to make games that nobody's asked for. It's a Warhammer universe. You can't really be running out of content that fast. You still have like so much to go. Like, isn't there this game called Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2? Now, like, Space Marines are in the Warhammer universe. They're just missing out on so much stuff already because they're not seeing anything. And somehow these modders that are in the workshop can come up with more content than they can in some of the DLCs they released. It's just crazy. This skill point reset, right here, skill point reset, okay? They had to actually make a mod for this instead of them implementing this into one of the DLCs until recently. Something that people have been asking for since Warhammer 2. Because you go and confederate another faction, you get all their lords that have their AI spec'd into crazy skills that nobody is interested in. I know for a fact people have been asking for this since Warhammer 2. and they go and implement this finally in one of the most recent two DLCs. It took them that long. Right here, like the mixer that unlocks all the AI factions so you could play as the AI. It just is crazy. There's so much stuff that I'm unhappy about with this game. And I know that they're not going to read any of these. They're not going to read any of these reviews. I mean, from experience, we had to review bomb the game and all band together as a community because they could not care less about this piece of crap they released. These people just dig their heads into the sands and just don't care. I don't really have anything else to say. There's only so much you can say. It's just sad to see something that I loved just be destroyed by it like this because people just they just and then they have the goal to release games that they don't even support. What, 2 days worth of updates and you're done forever? Wow, a $60 game that I paid for, a $60 game, and they did it not once. This isn't yeah, this is the first time, but they didn't do this once. They did it twice with Total War Pharaoh. Thank goodness I didn't buy the game. I wasn't interested. But they did it twice. The leadership team had to release an apology. Look, skill point reset option. Wow. Oh my gosh. That was so hard to think of. Wow. Like, do these people not have common sense? Do they not have eyeballs or something? It's not that hard to go into your workshop of your Total War Warhammer 3 game and look at all the DLC that you could release off of the mods people make. Or heck yet, you know what? Why don't you just go and hire the people that make these mods? Right here. Why don't you just hire these people in your freaking development team if you're so like hot for some content? Like these people obviously have ideas that you don't have if you're struggling that much to release a mod that has been out for here, let's see. What button respec? Skill reset. Script error. See, this was out before 2022. This was out before then. Posted. Oh, look, right there. It's just crazy. I'm just sad that I'm having to leave this review because the Creative Assembly team does not read any of these. Otherwise, they wouldn't have these issues that they keep having. It's it's like unbelievable the fact that we had to band together as a community to make them see that they're releasing shit content for an unbelievable price. It's just I can't. They haven't fixed anything. These DLCs that I bought in the past, the content that they released in the past, they have not added anything to it. They have not fixed it. They have not done anything with it. It is now content that is in the game that they can still add to it, but they're choosing not to. It has been talked about before with the Hag Lord and it's been talked about before. They do not care. With the dwarves, there's a freaking a geo a rock giant practically, a rune giant. They could have added that with this DLC. There's just so much content that we've already paid for this crap. Why aren't you just adding some stuff to it if you're so struck for some creativity or you're struggling with so much artistic desires?